Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 Pennant race is on the air. This is the month of September. This is what I call the Pennant race. The month of September is worked the same way as any other month. However, we go all the way to the final week of the season. Then we take a day off, and then we play one game per 1 day of baseball for the final week to simulate the playoff push. Today's date is September 1st, 99. We are at the Astrodome for a huge National League matchup between the New York Mets and the Houston Astros. The Mets come into this game a record of 76-57. The Astros a record of 91-43. Of course, during this time, I now show the standings at the start of the day. In the American League East, the New York Yankees have a 5.5 game lead on the Boston Red Sox. The Baltimore Orioles are in third, but they're 6.5 back of the Red Sox. A lot of these divisions are pretty much already decided. Only a couple are kind of close. In the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians, they are a 9-game lead over on the Chicago White Sox, however. Nobody right now behind them is really in the mix. In the American League West, the Texas Rangers, 3.5 back of the Oakland Athletics. So that division is still very much up for grabs. Only 3.5 games separate those two. Cleveland is 4 games back of the number 1 seed in the American League. In the National League, the Braves pretty much have good control of the National League East. An 8.5 game lead on the Mets. In the Central, the Pirates, 14.5 back of the Astros. They should wrap up that division pretty quick. Maybe in about about 2 weeks of baseball. 2 weeks of baseball. The National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks, 10.5 game lead on both Los Angeles and San Francisco. However, Los Angeles and San Francisco, I don't have marked because they are under 500. You must be 82 wins at least, or if you didn't play 162 games, you must have at least a winning record to get into the postseason. So right now, Los Angeles and San Francisco, even though they're both tied for second, they are on the outside looking in. The Pirates, however, are the number 4 seed at the moment over the Mets. The Pirates do have a better board record at this time. The Pirates, their record is 3-0 on the board. The Mets are 2-2. So this is a very important game for the Mets as they try to go ahead and get a better board record, get their 3rd win on the board. So this is an important game for the Mets. The Astros right now, we're just waiting for the postseason. Kevin Thomas and Ben Witts are first to join us here at the Astrodome. The Mets historically won this game 9-5. They had 18 hits and an error. The Astros 7 hits and an error. But we'll see what happens tonight as we now begin the 99 pennant race. So only 1 more month left in the regular season and 1 more final week before we get to the playoffs. Should be interesting to see how this will go. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros tonight is Chris Holt. 5 wins, 13 losses, a save, a 4.66 ERA in 99. He had 115 strikeouts and 56 walks. Art Shackle joins us here at the Astrodome. The Astrodome, definitely a pitcher's park. Adds 4 to strikeouts, add 1 to walks, -1 to homers. Only 118 home runs off of here. So pretty much anything off the ballpark card, there will not be a home run at all off the ballpark card. And this -1 did come into play a couple of times. So everybody is set and ready to go from this exciting baseball. We are now time for the pennant race. 1 month left in the 99 season. The postseason is around the corner. Can the Mets get back the 4 seed? Do they have any hope of catching the Braves? I don't think so, but we'll see what happens tonight. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Mets, left fielder, Ricky Henderson. I'm pretty sure there is nobody out there that will disagree if I say that Henderson is the greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. 315 average, 12 homers, 42 RBIs in 99. David Titano joins us here at the Astrodome. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Astros are the home team. 1 month left in the 99 season. 1 week left after that. Let's see what will happen tonight as the lovely Barbara now joins us here to cheer on the Mets. Let's get started. Holt, 4-6, blank. Henderson, 1-3. And Henderson, as I said, best leadoff hitter in baseball history. And he's going to do just that. He's going to lead off with a double into left field. Leadoff double for Henderson. He'll get to second base. And that will bring up the second baseman, Edgardo Alfonzo. Solid player. 304 average, 27 homers, 118 RBIs in 99. Infield is normally back and nothing on the 6. Henderson, he will stay put. Holt, 4-6. It's a blank. Alfonzo, 6-4. Popped up to third base. And Ken Caminetti is going to say he'll get that. And he will. And that's out number 1. Next batter is the first baseman, John Olerud. Some people think he belongs to the Hall of Fame. Debatable. 298 average, 19 homers, 96 RBIs. I have no problem putting him Hall the very good. Strategy roll. Henderson will stay. Holt, 6-5. Wild pitch. Yeah, that's going to go way over the head of everybody. And Henderson will trot the third on a wild pitch. Now the bat. Now Olerud, now with the infield going to third, I think the Astros will still play it back. I don't think they go infield in yet. Olerud will swing. 6-2. That's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Spires. And that's going to be out number 2. Will Olerud bring in Henderson? Sacrifice fly of 2. Hit the left. +1 is a 3. And no. Now we got to see if Henderson scores on his own. It's hit the left. And that is a 3-5. And a 3-5 is advances 5-6. Well, his base running rating is a 3. He stays put. 2 outs. So Henderson, it was not hit good enough to bring him in. So now there are 2 down. David Vega joins us here at the Astrodome. That'll bring up the catcher, the best hitting catcher in baseball history, Mike Piazza. 303 average, 40 homers, 124 RBIs. Hall of Famer? Yeah. Strategy roll. Henderson will stay put. Holt, 4-1, strikeout, and swing. Cold strike 3 on Piazza. He's a 7, but +4 will make him an 11. That's a 10, and the Mets strand the base runner. First strikeout for Holt. No runs and a hit for the Mets. As Henderson unable to get in there. And he will be stranded and will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the New York Mets tonight, Octavio Dotel. 8 wins, 3 losses, but a 5.38 ERA. Tells me he got run support when he pitched. 85 strikeouts, 48 walks in 1999. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman, Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer. No doubt in my mind. 294 average, 16 homers, 73 RBIs that year. Dotel, 1-3 against the righty. Home run result, but the 15 is high. Biggio, 4-4, and he'll lead off with a base hit as well. That'll be a base hit past third. Single for Biggio. Here's the left fielder, Bill Spires. 288 average, 4 homers, 39 RBIs in 99. Biggio had 28 steals, and he's not going to get one here. Dotel, 6-4, strikeout, no. Spires, 6-3, ground out to short, 2-3-4. Second base pivot, Alfonzo, +1 is a 5. He'll get the double play, 2 away. 6-4-3 double play as Spires sits into that. Nice defensive work by the Mets. And now the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell, Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure none of you will doubt that. 304 average, 42 bombs, 126 RBIs in 99. Bagwell was an absolute beast. Dotel, 3-3, strikeout, 9. Cold strike 3 on Bagwell. The inning is over. First strikeout for Dotel. So both teams, no runs and a hit. No score after one. Jeffrey Guterman, the Stratomatic ex-master of ceremonies, joins us here for some inside pitch action here at the Astrodome. Honored to have you here, Mr. Jeffrey. Glad you're joining me for a little inside pitch, taking a break from the SOM excitement. Top of the second, leading off for the Mets, the third baseman, Robin Ventura. 301 average, 32 homers, 120 RBIs. Always felt Ventura was a solid player. Holt, 3-4 against the lefty. It's blank. Ventura, 4-1. That's grounded to second. That'll be handled by Biggio. And he will turn it over to first. Next batter is the center fielder, Darryl Hamilton. Hamilton started the season with the Colorado Rockies. He is on the Mets now. 315 average, 9 homers, 45 RBIs that year. Holt, a 4-5 range play. Hamilton, 6-1 fly ball left field. It's going after Spires. Spires' range was a 2. And he's got it. 2 down. Nice play by Spires. Spires will make a great catch in left field, take a possible hit away. Now the right fielder, Roger Cedeno, 313 average, 4 homers, 36 RBIs. That is a fine season. Holt, 2-4, it's a blank. Cedeno, 1-5, and that's grounded to short. That'll be handled by Ricky Gutierrez. And he will toss that over and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Metsies. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Astros, third baseman, Ken Caminetti. To me personally, you could almost put him in the Hall of the Very Good, but he was a heck of a batter. 286 average, 13 homers, 56 RBIs. Caminetti could hit. And he could play the field too. Jimmy Jam joins us here at the Astrodome. Dotel, 5-2, strikeout, and called strike 3 on Caminetti. That's going to be the second strikeout for Dotel. That +4 for the Astrodome is going to cause a lot of headaches for the batters. Here's the right fielder, Derek Bell, 236 average, 12 homers, 66 RBIs at 99. Dotel, 4-6, possible error. Bell, 5-4. That's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Hamilton. His error rating is a 0. He'll make the catch. 2 down. And now the batter is the center fielder, Stan Javier. Javier started the season with the San Francisco Giants. He is now on the Astros. 285 average, 3 homers, 34 RBIs that year. Dotel, 1-2, strikeout, no. Javier, 3-1, grounded to first. That'll be handled by Olerud, and he'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Stros. No score after 2. There were 14 runs historically scored in this game, and we already have a slight pitcher's duel going into the third. Leading off for the Mets, the shortstop, Ray Ordonez, one of the best fielding shortstops in the history of the game. 258 average, a homer, 60 RBIs. He could hit okay, but in terms of fielding, he was awesome. Holt, 6'5", wild pitch, it's a blank. Ordonez, 5-1, ground out second. Easy play for Biggio, and he will toss it over. Here's the pitcher, Octavio Dotel. Had a 125 average and an RBI in 99. Only had 24 at-bats that year. I'm surprised he just barely got carded. Holt, 3-3, strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Holt. And 2 down. Here's Ricky. He got a double his first time up. Holt will pitch. Holt, 6-6, strikeout, no. Henderson, 3-6, it's grounded to third. That'll be handled by Caminetti. And he will take his time and toss it over. and end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Mets. We go to the bottom of the third. Mets trying to get the number 4 seed right now from the Pirates. They are tied with the Pirates in record. The Pirates do have the better board record, though, and that's why right now the Pirates are the 4 seed. But we still got a month left of baseball to go. I don't think the Mets are going to catch the Braves. Leading off for the Astros, the catcher, Paul Bacco. 256 average, 2 homers, 17 RBIs, and 99. Astros are just waiting for the playoffs to start. Dotel, 2-3, error on a throw. Bacco, 6-3. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Ventura. His error rating is a 4. That's a 16. Ventura will go ahead and get that, and he will throw to first with no trouble, and that is out number 1. Here's the shortstop, Ricky Gutierrez. 261 average, a homer, 25 RBIs that year. Dotel, 5-6, strikeout, no. Gutierrez, 4-2, and against the righty, that'll be a ground out to second. Easy play for Alfonso, and Alfonso will make the play, out number 2. Here's the pitcher, Chris Holt. He had an 067 average and 2 RBIs as a pitcher. Dotel will deal. 1-6 against the righty. Home run result, but Holt's got 0, so it ain't happening. Holt, 5-1, and he's just going to chop it right back to Dotel. And he will take it and toss it over and retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go Space City. No score after 3. On to the 4th. And it will be Edgardo Alfonso leading off for the Mets. Holt can pitch to 27, and Dotel can pitch to only 21. Alfonso is 0 for 1. Top of the 4th here. No score here at the Astrodome. Holt, 2-3 against a righty. It's a blank. Alfonso, 3-3. Ground out to third. Caminetti will get that. And out number 1. Here's Olerud. Olerud is 0 for 1. Holt will pitch. Holt, 3-4 against the lefty. It's blank. Olerud, 1-5, base hit. He'll hit that one pass short, and Olerud will get on base with a single. Next batter is Piazza. Piazza's 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Olerud had 3 steals. He's not going to get one here. Holt will concentrate on Piazza. Holt, 3-4 against the righty. Strikeout 6, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Holt. Second time Piazza's gone down swinging. And now here's Ventura. Ventura's 0 for 1. Is Olerud going to do anything? No. Holt, 2-2. Hit by pitch. No. Ventura, a 6-1. He popped it up. Pop fly ball to short. Gutierrez says he'll get it. Easy fly for him. And that retires the side. No runs and a hit for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order for Houston. Here's Craig Biggio. He got a single his first time up. Dotel will deal. Dotel, 5-5. Pitcher result, and that 11 is going to be an automatic out. And that is going to be a ground out to first, easily handled by Olerud. And he'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. Here's Spires. Spires is 0 for 1. Pitch from Dotel. 5-3. Range play. Spires. 4-4. Grounder to first. That ball is hit to Olerud. Olerud was excellent. His range is a 5. And, of course, it's a 6. And that's going to be down the line. That'll go for a double. So Spires hits it perfectly right down the line, and Spires will wind up on second with a 2-bagger, as there was no way even Ventura was going to, Olerud was going to get that. So now here's Bagwell. Bagwell is 0 for 1. Spires on at second. Strategy for Spires. That's a 1. He gets the steal sign to go to third, but he'll stay put. Dotel. 3-3. Strikeouts. Cold strike 3 on Bagwell. And that will go ahead and get him And that is the third strikeout for Dotel. 2 away. And the next batter is Caminetti. Vita Productions joins us here at the Astrodome. Caminetti 0 for 1. Spires is on second base, and he'll stay there. Dotel, 5-1. That's at the park. Astrodome, 2-3. And that is going to be a fly ball to right, but it'll stay up there easily for Cedeno. And he's going to come down with it and make the catch. No runs and a hit for the Astros. Pitchers duel between Dotel and Holt. Combined ERA of these guys is 9.9. No score after 4. We go to the 5th. Leading off for the Mets will be Darryl Hamilton. He is 0 for 1. Holt will go ahead and deal. Holt, 2-3. Against the lefty, that's a walk plus. That will walk Hamilton. That will be ball 4. First walk given up by Holt, and now the batter is Cedeno. Cedeneo's 0 for 1. Hamilton had 6 steals, and he is not going to get one. Holt will go ahead and deal. Holt, 3-4 against the switch left. That's a blank. Cedeno, 2-6. Fly out the left. Easy play for Spires. And he will grab it for the first out. Here's Ordonez. He's 0 for 1. Hamilton, he will stay put. Holt, 3-5. That's a walk plus, and he will walk Ordonez. He walks the pitcher. Not winning the pitcher. He walks Ordonez. Ordonez not pitching, but whatever. He walks Ordonez. That's a big-time walk. Now the Mets have a runner in scoring position. Second walk given up by Holt. Now they will bring up the pitcher in Dotel. And he's going to swing away. Although, actually, he's a good bunter, too. Corners are going to be coming in, expecting a bunt. Strategy roll is a 3. He doesn't actually get the bunt sign. Bunt rating of 4. Yeah. 125 average. He's got strikeouts on his card. Let's bunt him. Holt will pitch. We're going to lay down the bunt. 5-4, strikeout. Now you cut the strikeouts in half, so 34 plus 4 is 38, and you divide that by 2, and that's 19. That's an 18. He struck him out. So he's gonna strike out anyway, and that is gonna be the 4th K for Holt. As Dotel. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. My bad. He cut that in half. I think 38. No, he did. Yeah, it's 19. It's still a struck, cut it in half. It's still a strikeout. 2 down. So Dotel can't do it. Now there are 2 outs, and now the batter is Ricky. Henderson 1 for 2 with a double. So they can't get the bunt down. We'll see what happens here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. Nobody will move. Holt will pitch. Holt, 5-2. Error on a throw. Henderson, 3-1. Ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Gutierrez. His error rating is a 7. That's a 10. He won't make an error. He is going to throw to second to get Ordonez. And the Astros get out of it. Nothing across except a couple of walks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Both teams getting runners on base, but unable to bring them in. Derek Bell leads off for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Bottom of the 5th, no score. 14 runs historically scored in this game. Dotel, 6-2, strikeout. Yeah, he got him. That's going to be the 4th K for Dotel, as he easily gets Bell there. Here's Javier. Javier is 0 for 1. Dotel will deal. And 6-1, strikeout. No, that will miss. Javier, 5-6, and it's flied to right. And Cedeno says he'll get it. And that's out number 2. And now the batter is Baco. Baco's 0 for 1. Dotel, don't ask Dotel. 6-4, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. That is the 5th K for Dotel, a 1-2-3 inning on the Astros. Does anybody want to play some baseball here? No score after 5. Both teams, no runs on 2 hits, and that's it. We go to the 6th. Edgardo Alfonso leads off for the NYM. He is 0 for 2. Phoenix Knight joins us here at the Astrodome. Holt, 1-3, that's a blank. Alfonso, these dice always like to jump. Alfonso, 4-5, and that is a ground out to short. That'll be taken care of there by Gutierrez, and that's the first out. Here's Olerud. Olerud 1 for 2 with a single. Holt, 3-2. It's a blank. Olerud, 2-6, and that's a ground out. That'll hit the second. Easy play for Biggio. That's out number 2. And now Piazza. Piazza struck out twice. You kind of think he's due. Holt, 5-2. Error on a throw. Piazza, 1-5. That's a base hit to center field. Center fielder is Javier. His error rating is a 0. He'll get the ball in. And Piazza gets a single to keep the inning going. First hit of the game for him. And now a chance for Ventura. Ventura's 0 for 2. Piazza on first, and he'll stay there. Olerud, very underrated. I think some people think Olerud should be in the Hall of Fame. Holt will pitch. It's debatable. I'm on the fence. I don't think so. But I have no problem putting him in the Hall of the Very Good. Holt, 3-1, blank. Ventura, 1-2, base hit right field. Ventura will move Piazza over. Question is how far. And that's a 5-4. So single to 5-4. Hold if the right fielder has a -1, -2 arm. Right fielder is Bell. He has a 0 arm. Piazza will make third. I love the chart. I love the inside pitch advanced charts for inside pitch. I really do. So now runners at first and third with 2 outs. Mets got a chance. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton is 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 outs. Holt looking on. Strategy roll. Chance for the Mets. Nothing on the 6. Piazza on at third. Ventura on at first. Big chance here for the Metropolitans. Holt, 3-1. It's a blank. Hamilton, 2-3. And he grounds it to first. That'll be handled by Bagwell. He'll take it to the bag himself. And the Mets get nothing out of that. No runs, 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ricky Gutierrez leads off for Space City. He's 0 for 1. No score, bottom of the 6th. With these pitchers, when one of these pitchers is it's gonna hurt. Dotel, 5-3, range play. Gutierrez, 3-4. It's a base hit past short, but it's a range play for Ordonez. He was excellent. His range is a 5, and it's a 1. Ordonez will make that with his eyes closed. And he'll toss it over to first for out number 1. Next up is Holt. Holt can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. They're going to try to see if he can get another inning out of him. Philip Reynolds joins us here at the Astrodome. Dotel, 6-2, strikeout. He'll get Holt. And that is the 6th K for Dotel. 2 down. If there was a runner on base, I probably might have pitched it for him. Here's Biggio. He's 1 for 2. Pitch for Dotel. 3-3, strikeout 11. Cold strike 3 on Biggio. And that will end the inning. And Dotel gets his 7th K. 1, 2, 3, go the Astros. After 6, still no score. 14 runs historically scored in this game, and Inside Pitch says, nah, I'm going to make it a low-scoring match tonight. Top of the 7th, XSG2 joins us here at the Astrodome. This game needs a DH. DH? We don't need no stinking DH. Roger Cedeno leads off for the Metropolitans. He's 0 for 2. Holt will go ahead and deal. Holt, 2-2, hit by pitch. That just missed. Cedeno, 5-1, powers one into right field. That 2 is going to be a base hit. Cedeno will hit a single off the righty, and the Mets again have a man on first. Next batter is Ordonez. Ordonez 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield set for double play. Cedeno was a thief. He had 66 steals, and he's getting one here. 16 minus 2, though, is 14. Baco minus 1 is a 13. Ooh. Got to send him. Cedeno on his way to second. A 1-13. He is safe. And he is. Cedeno will steal second base and get a run in scoring position for the Mets. Mets need this game actually more than the Astros do. The Mets and the Pirates are neck and neck for the 4 seed, so have home field advantage in the 1 wild card game. That is, if there's only one, unless the Dodgers and the Giants can start winning games. Strategy roll, Cedeno will stay at second base. Ernest Cruz joins us here at the Astrodome. Holt, 2-5, range play. Ordonez, 4-2. It's a grounder to first. That ball is hit the Bagwell. He's back. His range is a 3. He'll get it. Nice play by Bagwell. Holt will come over and accept the throw, and that'll be out number 1. Cedeno will move to third. Nice play by Bagwell. And now the batter is Dotel. Dotel can pitch to 2 more batters before he retires. That's going to be it for him. They're going to take him out now, even though he's pitched a marvelous game. But they need the runner in. Infield is going to come in for the Astros, and we will see a pinch hitter for the Mets. And it is going to be Matt Franco. 235 average, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. Matt Franco will come on to pinch hit. Cedeno on at third. Chance for the Mets here to get a run. Right now, the way this game is going, 1 run could be enough. Strategy roll. Nothing. That is a 1. Cedeno. Wow, Cedeno gets the steal home sign. What is that? That would be 16 minus 2 would be a 14, and then minus 10 would be a 4. Nah. It was a very interesting idea, but no. Holt will pitch. Holt, 4-5, range play. That's not good for the Astros if it's infield. Franco, 4-3. It's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Biggio, but he was still pretty good. The infield is in. His range is a 2. And he's got it. Now the question is, do you send Cedeno with 1 out? I'm going to use the chart. Since it's my team, I'll use the chart. So I'm going to go ahead and use the infield in chart, which will be this. So it was hit to second base. That's Biggio. Cedeno's base running rating is a 4, so we add 1 to the roll. And that's a 4. And let's see. Second base, 1 to 8. The runner on third holds, and the batter is out. 2 down. That's how you use that chart. They hold Cedeno, and the throw will go to first, out number 2. So Cedeno had good speed, but still will not be able to. They hold him. And now we will see Ricky. Ricky is 1 for 3. If it wasn't for that chart, I would have sent Cedeno and I would have sent the throw to the plate, but I decided to use the chart. Make it fair. Cedeno on at third. Infield is now back. And Holt is tired. Oh. Holt is tired. Steeler fan, unfortunately, is not in the chat. So I think if Holt is tired, do we take him out and put a fresh pitcher in? He could pitch it. I think yes. That's going to be it for Chris Holt. The Astros are going to go ahead and yank him, and they're going to bring in a new pitcher. So let's see who the Astros want to bring in. They got right, and left. So I think they'll bring in a righty. Coming on to pitch for the Astros is going to be Jay Powell. 5 wins, 4 losses, 4 saves, a 4.32 ERA, 77 Ks, 36 walks, and 99, and he can pitch for 5. So Jay Powell will come on to pitch. Cedeno on at third, 2 outs, top of the 7th, no score. Very fast-moving game. Already in the 7th inning and only 35 minutes into the stream. Strategy roll. Cedeno stays put. Powell, 4-5 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and a stolen base. And right now, nobody wants to win this ball game. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. And remember, it's always a possibility during the pennant race. We may see teams twice in a row, because if that's the best game on the board, I really want to put it in there. But we're not going to have that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be September 4th. We will be at we'll be at Memorial Stadium for an important game between the Cleveland Indians and the Baltimore Orioles. Bartolo Colon will be going for the Indians, and Doug Linton will be going for the Orioles. A very important game. Orioles still chasing Boston. 6.5 back of the Red Sox for second place. The Indians have a 9-game lead on the White Sox in the Central, but the Indians are only 4 back of the Yankees for the number 1 seed in the American League. So an important matchup tomorrow night, Cleveland and the O's at not Memorial Stadium. I'm sorry, Camden Yards. At Camden Yards tomorrow night. Be there. Yes, no, Camden Yards. I know. Camden Yards. It's 99. I'm so used to playing 80s baseball with the Orioles. Bottom of the 7th here. And Bill Spires leads off for the Astros. He is 1 for 2 with a double. They got left, right, and switch for the. So let's see what they're going to do here. And they're going to bring on a righty, I think. Coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Turk Wendell. 5 wins, 4 losses, 3 saves, a 3.05 ERA in 99, 77 strikeouts, and 29 walks. So Wendell will come on to pitch, and Dotel, both Dotel and Holt get the no decisions. And Wendell can pitch to 5. So Wendell will pitch to Spires. Bottom of the 7th, no score. Yeah, no, we're at Camden. That's Camden Yards. I know. Wendell, 4-4. Home run chance. The 1 is good. Against the righty, though, Spires needs a 3. -1 is a 2. And you got to be friggin' kidding me. Really? Really? This game is so rigged. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Bill Spires. It just cleared the wall. Section 518, barfs. Yeah. Needed a 2 and he got a 1. And the Astros take a 1-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Next batter is Bagwell. Bagwell's 0 for 2. Wendell put it over the plate. Pitch Spires a meatball. He turned that into lasagna. Wendell, 6-5, strikeout, no. Bagwell, 4-2. That's a line out right to short. That'll be grabbed by Ordonez. That's out number 1. Next up is Caminetti. Caminetti is 0 for 2. Wendell will pitch. Wendell, 2-6. It's a blank. Caminetti, 2-1. Base hit. He'll hit that one past short, and the Astros will get another man on base. First hit of the game for Caminetti. Here's Bell. And Bell is 0 for 2. Infield set for double play. Strategy roll. Caminetti had 6 steals. He won't get one here. Wendell, 6-6. Against the righty. Home run result against the righty. Bell needs a 6. -1 is a 5. That's a 4. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Home run, Derek Bell. Stadium cheers. Yay. Section 518 barfs. Blech. A 2-run bomb by Derek Bell. 3-0 Astros suddenly. For some reason, Inside Pitch hates the Mets. Next batter is Javier. That's it for Wendell. Out he comes. And we'll have to go to a new pitcher here. Still 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Javier now coming on, and they're going to go to another righty here, and it is going to be Billy Taylor. Coming on to pitch now for the Mets will be Billy Taylor. Taylor started the season with the Oakland Athletics. He is now on the Mets. 1 win, 6 losses, 26 saves, though, 4.95 ERA. But Taylor will come on to pitch. And right now, Wendell leaves with the L. So Taylor will now pitch to the Astros here. Taylor will pitch. Taylor, 4-1, strikeout. He'll get Javier. Taylor can pitch to 4 batters, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now 2 outs. And now here's Baco. Baco was 0 for 2. 3-0 favor of the Astros, as Turk Wendell is very unaffected. Taylor, 6-1, range play. Baco, 2-3, and that's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Ventura. His range is a 5, and again, it's a 6, and that's a base hit. So nobody's getting anything for the Mets here. Range is a 5 and everything, and they can't make nothing. And Baco will get a base hit to keep the inning going. 4th hit of the inning for the Astros. Here's Gutierrez. Gutierrez is 0 for 2. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at the Astrodome. Strategy roll. Baco will stay put. Taylor, 4-2. Strikeout. No. Gutierrez, 2-2. Popped up. Pop fly ball to third. This time Ventura doesn't have to worry about it. And he'll go ahead and make the catch. Retire the side. 3 runs, 4 hits. A solo bomb by Bill Spires that just cleared the wall. And then a 2-run bomb by Derek Bell, which pretty much did the same thing. 3-0 after 8. Inside pitch does not like the Mets. And how do I know it don't like the Mets? The Mets have not won a playoff series in any season I've played. We go to the top of the 8th. But maybe that's just bad managing. Powell can pitch to 4 more batters. He's going to pitch. Edgardo Alfonso will lead off for the Mets. He's 0 for 3. 3-0 Astros. This Astros team in the playoffs is going to be a very tough out. Powell, 1-2 at the park. Astrodome, 4-5. Fly out to right. And that'll be handled by Bell. And they'll get to that for the first out. Here's Olerud. Olerud is 1 for 3. Powell will go ahead and deal. Powell, 3-4. That's a walk plus. He'll walk Olerud. The Mets will get a base runner. Second time Olerud has been on base. First walk by Powell. Here comes Piazza. Piazza's 1 for 3 with a single. Infield set for double play. Strategy rolls are now off. Pitcher versus batter. Powell, 3-1 against the righty. Walk. And wow, that 8 just missed. Piazza, 2-6, and he grounds it to second base. 3-2-3. Shortstop, Pivot Gutierrez, a 0. A 1-3, it's a double play. It's a 4. Olerud is thrown out at second, and Piazza will get the first. That is a fielder's choice. 2 down. Do I want my Mets to win? Of course they do, but I'm still having a blast, guys. Here's Ventura. Ventura is 1 for 3. The Mets are going to make the playoffs. I just don't think this team is World Series capable. Their pitching is still kind of meh. Piazza on at first. Pitch from Powell. 1-2. That's at the park. Astrodome. 3-6. It's a fly ball to center. That'll be handled by Javier. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Mets scored 9 runs on 18 hits in this game. They got no runs and scattered 5. Bottom of the 8th inning. And a new leadoff batter, Jay Powell, coming out of the game as Billy Wagner is getting warmed up for the 9th. And the question is Taylor going to pitch? Let's see. Do I want Taylor to pitch? Let me look at the bullpen. September call-ups are up, too, so the rosters are a little larger than usual. And, Taylor's going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Mets is going to be the father of some Super Bowl champion I know, Pat Mahomes. 8 wins, no losses, a 3.68 ERA, 51 strikeouts, 32 walks, and 99. So Pat Mahomes will come on to pitch. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Powell as he leaves with the W. So let's see where the Astros are going to go ahead and bring out. And it is going to be Carl Everett. 325 average, 25 homers, 108 RBIs. Carl Everett will pinch hit against Pat Mahomes. Bottom of the 8th, 3-0 Astros. This game was moving along pretty well until the wheels fell off. Mahomes, 1-6, walk plus, and that 18 is going to be ball 4. So, of course, what do? We walk the first batter. So a leadoff walk given off to Everett. And now the batter is Biggio. Biggio is 1 for 3. Infield set for double play. Strategy rolls are off. Mahomes, 5-3. That is an automatic out, and that 5 is going to be a fly to left. Handily picked up there by Henderson, and he'll make the catch for the out. Here's Spires. Spires, 2 for 3, a double and a bomb. 4 home runs in 99. He needed a 2 to get one here, and he got the 1. Everett on at first. Mahomes will pitch. Mahomes, 2-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Spires, 1-2, base hit into left field. That'll be a single. Will Everett get to third? Single to left, 3-6. I think that's going to be a play. 3-6 advances if his base running rating is a 6. If it was 2 outs, he would have been, but it's only 1 out. He's a 5, so Everett will hold. So Everett will hold at second base, and now Spires is a triple short of the cycle, but I doubt he's going to get another chance. Inside pitch advance, the base running off a double play. Also use the new charts. Some double play doesn't happen as a runner high base running. How's advancing off that determined? It's now only where the ball is hit to. There is no pivot rating. An inside pitch advance, he no longer has pivot rating. It depends what the pitcher's double play rating is, what the batter's double play rating, okay, and then where the ball was hit to. And then you go from there. Everything is now on the cards. You do not need a chart for double. You really don't need the chart for double play. You just got to know where the ball was hit to. Phoenix, if you want to see it in action, check one of my demo games or also check Craig Scarborough. His double games are pretty good too. Runners at first and second. He's really streamlined inside pitch advanced. He's streamlined it. Everett on at second. Spires on at first. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. 3-0 Astros. Bagwell batter. He's 0 for 3. You know he's due. Mahomes, 1-3. Strikeout. And he won't be due there. He'll get him. And that will be that's the 3rd strikeout for Bagwell. He gets the hat trick. But now 2 down, and here's Caminetti. Caminetti is 1 for 3 with a single. Mahomes is trying to keep this a 3-0 game here for the Mets. Mahomes will pitch. 2-1. Pitcher result. The 19 is going to miss. It's a blank. Caminetti, 5-5. It's a ground ball to third. That'll get handled by Ventura. He's going to throw to second against Spires, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Astros. And it is 3-0 in favor of Space City. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Section 518 definitely needs to see some 9th inning magic, although I don't think we're going to see much of that because the Astros are bringing in that guy. Coming on to pitch for the Astros is Billy Wagner. Hall of Famer. Should have been put in long ago. 4 wins, 1 loss, 39 saves, a 157 ERA in 99, 124 strikeouts, 22 walks. Darrell Hamilton leads off for the Mets. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Top of the 9th inning, Astros a 3-0 lead. Mets just very ineffective here. Wagner will deal. Wagner, 1-2. And that, of course, what is it, everyone? It's a walk plus, and he'll walk Hamilton. So Wagner walks the first batter he faces. The batter now was Cedeno. He'll bat. Infield set for double play. Wagner can pitch to 4, but he'll probably stay out there as long as he can. Hamilton on it first. Strategy rolls are off. Wagner will deal. Wagner, 5-3. That is an automatic out. That's a 20. It's going to be a fly to right. Going after that will be Bell, and Bell will make the play for the first out. Next batter is Ordonez. He will bat. He had 520 at-bats, which tells me they really didn't take him out for pinch hitting. Hamilton on it first. 1 out, top of the 9th. Astros lead 3-0. Wagner will go ahead and deal. Wagner, 4-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Ordonez, 2-5. Base hit for Ordonez. It'll be hit past second. It's hit past second base. Hamilton's base running rating is a 3. That'll be good enough. He'll get to third. So now the tying run is at the plate. On a base hit for Ordonez, Mahomes coming out. And the Mets need to bring in a batter. And let's see. And coming on to pinch hit for the Mets is going to be Benny Agbayani. 286 average, 14 homers, 42 RBIs in 99. Agbayani had a short career, but I'm pretty sure you guys will still admit he was pretty solid. He had a short career. He didn't stay in the majors much, but Agbayani, he can play ball. Agbayani coming up to bat. The pitcher spot is 0 for 3. If Wagner makes a mistake, which he did do in 99, could be interesting. Hamilton on it third. Ordonez on it first. Wagner looking in at Agbayani. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping for a good pitch. Wagner sets up. He will deal. Wagner, 2-3, strikeout, got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out, 2 down. So Agbayani is gone, and the last chance for the Mets is Ricky Henderson. He's 1 for 4 with a double. Fans here know that Ricky is the greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. Hamilton on it third, Ordonez on it first. Wagner trying to get the job done. Wagner is tired, by the way. After that to Octavio, he is tired. He will pitch. Wagner will go ahead against Henderson. Henderson does have home run power against lefties. Hamilton at third. Ordonez on at first. Section 518, hoping for a miracle. Wagner will deal. Wagner 1-3. Range play. Henderson 4-1. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Spires. Spires wasn't that great, though, but his range is a 2, and he'll take a couple of steps to his left, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Astros shut the Mets out tonight, 3-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 says, red. Astros got all the rolls. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And the Astros just show how good they're going to be. They will go to 92-43. The Mets will drop to 76-58. And I think right now the Mets are just saying, forget no matter where we play, let's just make the postseason. But a big win for the Astros against the Mets. Final line score coming up. For the Astros, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Mets, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Jay Powell. He's going to wind up with the win. Turk Wendell's going to get the loss. Billy Wagner will pick up the save. So a good baseball game nonetheless. My Mets just couldn't do it. They just did not have enough horses in this one. Astro pitching was just too good, and they got 2 very remarkable home runs, but they got it. Didn't matter. They get the win. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker is next. Section 518 groans. But either way, a good game to start the pennant race with. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, powered by FastScore Baseball. So the Mets, who actually won this game historically 9-5, they get shut out 3-0 here. Let's get the pennant race started. September 1st, Tampa Bay at Baltimore. Devil Rays 753, that is 6. Orioles 1262, and that's 9, a win for them. Kansas City at Boston. Kansas City 714, that is 2. Red Sox 851, that is 6. They'll get that. Mariners and the White Sox. Mariners 851, 6. White Sox 1031, 4. You're the White Sox. You can't be losing to them. Anaheim at Cleveland. Angels 563, that is 7. Indians 13-14, that is 3. And the Indians lose to a team they shouldn't be doing. Texas at Detroit. Rangers 1462, and that is 9. Tigers 665, that is 8. Just a little short, but the Rangers will get the win. Oakland and the Yankees. Athletics 925, that is 3. Yankees 1021, that is also 3. And they'll go to extras. Oakland rolled a 5 plus 0. Yankees rolled a 1. Minus 1 is 0. And it will be the Athletics winning it in extras. Minnesota at Toronto. Twins 843. That's 5. Blue Jays 10-15, and that is 2. A win for the Twins. The Twins are already eliminated. They have 80. They have more than 80. They're under 500 for good. Expos and the Diamondbacks. Expos 345, and that is 4. Diamondbacks, 10-24, that is 3. It's a win for the Spos. Braves and the Reds. Braves, 7-21, that's 2. Reds, 5-32, and that is 3. So my Mets get a win. My Mets lose the game, and so do the friggin' Braves. That is what has been happening this whole season with the Mets chasing the Braves and FastScore. Pirates and the Rockies. Pirates, 23-51, that is 9. Rockies, 10-56, that is 7. Raise the Jolly Roger, and right now the Pirates have taken the 4 seed outright. Still got a long way to go, though, of course. Milwaukee and the Dodgers. Dodgers need wins. Brewers, 7-36, that's 4. Dodgers, 17-24, and that is 5. The Dodgers will get that win. Cubs and the Padres. Cubs, 5-45, and that is 5. Padres, 10-34, that's 4, a win for the Cubs. Phillies and the Giants, just like the Dodgers, the Giants are under 500. They need wins. Phillies, 9-41, and that's 5. Giants, 18-26, and that is also 5. We'll go to extras. Phillies rolled a 1. -1 is 0. Giants rolled a 6 plus 0. And the Giants will get that. So both the Giants and the Dodgers get wins. Marlins and the Cardinals. Marlins, 652, and that's 5. Cardinals, 965, that's 9, a win for the Redbirds. September 2nd, Tampa Bay at Baltimore. Devil Rays, 856, that's 7. Orioles, 1125, that is 4. Win for the Devil Rays. Kansas City at Boston. Royals, 563, and 7 runs. Red Sox, 13-14, and that's 3 runs. The Orioles get a win. Angels and the Indians. Angels, 744, that is 5. Indians, 16-23, that's 4. Indians lose another one. Texas at Detroit. Rangers, 12-11, that is 1. Tigers, 6-11, that is 0, and the Rangers will win it. Oakland and the Yankees. Athletics, 832, and that is 4. Yankees, 1165, that is 10. The Yankees win, and the Rangers are getting closer to the A's. Minnesota at Toronto. Twins, 536, that is 4. Blue Jays, 1052, that's 6, a win for the Bluebirds. Cardinals and the Brewers. Cardinals, 963, that is 8. Brewers, 845, that is 5. That's a win for the Redbirds. Phillies and the Giants. Again, Giants need wins. Phillies, 944, that's 5. Giants, 963, that is 8. And that is that's a win for the Giants. September 3rd, Yankees at Anaheim. Yankees, 15-26, that is 5. Angels, 453, that is 5. They'll go to extras. Yankees rolled a 6, -1 is 5. Angels rolled a 3, +1 is 4. Won't be enough. The Yankees will win it in extras. Cleveland at Baltimore. We have these two tomorrow night. Indians, 16-51, that's 8. Orioles, 10-12, that's 1, and that'll be a win for the Tribe. Toronto at Kansas City. Blue Jays, 10-16, 3 runs. Royals, 8-31, 4 runs. And they'll get that win. Detroit at Oakland. Tigers, 10-13, that is 2. Athletics, 11-43, that is 6. The A's needed that win with the Rangers right behind them. Boston and the Mariners. Red Sox, 743, 5 runs. Mariners, 853, and that is 6 runs, a win for the M's. Minnesota at the Devil Rays. Minnesota, 9-12, and that is 1. Devil Rays, 12-41, and that is 5. A nice win for the Rays. White Sox and the Rangers. Very key series. Key series from the White Sox and the Rangers. White Sox chasing the Indians. Rangers chasing the A's. White Sox 951. That is 6. Rangers 1255. That is 8. Another win for the Lone Stars. Diamondbacks and the Braves. Diamondbacks 423. That's 2. Braves 933, and that is 4. Another win for Atlanta. Diamondbacks and the Braves. Is that a possible NLDS? Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers need wins. Dodgers 1311, that's 1. Cubs 942, that is 5, and the Dodgers are not getting one there. Padres and the Astros. Padres and the Marlins. Padres 723, that's 3. Marlins 534, that is also 3. They'll go to extras. Padres rolled a 3, plus 1 is 4. Marlins rolled a 4, plus 1 is 5. The Marlins will win it in extras. Cardinals and the Brewers. Cardinals 1152, and that's 7. Brewers 564, that is also 7, and they're going to extras. Cardinals rolled a 2, minus 1 is 1. Brewers rolled a 4, plus 0. The Brewers will win that in extras. Astros and the Expos. Astros 1342, and that is 6. Expos 122, and that's 1. Win for the Stros. Rockies and the Mets. Can my Mets get a win? Rockies 826, and that's 3. Mets 1244, and that is 6. My Mets at least will get a happy recap. Reds and the Phillies. Reds 623, that is 2. Phillies 654, that is 6. And that's a win for the Fightin' Phils. Giants and the Pirates. This is an important series. Giants got to get wins. Pirates trying to stay ahead of the Mets to hold the wild card game. At least right now, unless, of course, the Giants or the Dodgers can get in there. Giants 946, that is 6. Pirates 942, and that is 5. The Giants will get that win, and the Mets and the Pirates will once again be tied, but the Pirates still have the better record. And right now with the Mets, with that loss on the board today, they'll go to 2-3 on the board. The Pirates are 3-0, and I don't think right now the Mets are going to, if they want to host the wild card, be the 4 or the 5 seed, they're going to have to win that. They're going to have to get the highest record overall. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 4th. We will be at Camden Yards, Oriole Park, as the Cleveland Indians will take on the Baltimore Orioles. Bartolo Colon will be going for the Indians. Doug Linton will be going for the Orioles. I don't know how many of you guys are going to show up. I do know tomorrow night is NFL kickoff. I do know the Cowboys play the Eagles tomorrow night, so I don't know how many of you guys are going to be there, but I'm still playing the game no matter what. And of course, I'll still watch it when I'm done. So I don't know how many of you guys are going to want to watch the NFL. I get it if you're not going to be here, but I'm still playing anyway. Cleveland at Baltimore tomorrow night. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Houston Astros shut the Mets out. A big win for the Astros. They win it 3-0. And all RJL and all Section 518 can say is red.